business as usual here for us. Say we had one senior, and that person does not have to take the final. So just us. Good morning, or 45 minutes past. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Algebra II in the month of May. Phew. Let's see. Looking at our Google Classroom, tells me next Friday's our final exam. Next week on Friday. Yeah, that's how close we are to the end. Because finals start next week on Friday and continue the Tuesday and Wednesday after the 3-day weekend. So we are certainly wrapping up everything. Come on in. Come on in. This class has the least number of seniors of all my class. There's only one senior that was in here. All my other classes have more. So doesn't affect this class as much. But anyway, I'll start off by saying, if you are missing assignments, well, let's get them in. Let's get those assignments in, because we are running out of semester. I'll be sending an email out with like a final deadline. Like, you can still turn assignments until this date. I haven't set that deadline yet, but I will be sending an email saying, here's the final deadline to get things turned in. Like I said, but I haven't set that total deadline yet. So as it is, just get things in as quickly as you can. I will still give points for anything you're missing this semester. This week, I'll allow you to turn anything, and I'll still give points for it. But yes, that's a good point, though. If you are missing anything from the semester, you'll have to take the final. You cannot be exempt if you have any missing assignments. So go to the grade screen and buzz, or go to Hack and look for ends in Hack. That means it's missing. In here, look for zeros that doesn't have any date next to it. But I don't know who's exempt yet, Joseph, other than seniors, because they have not sent me the final attendance reports. That'll be next week before I even get those, because they take an attendance for advisory. Because if you miss more than 4 advisory, you have to take all the finals, and that goes through next Tuesday. So I expect probably next Wednesday I will get the final attendance report. Maybe Tuesday afternoon. I'm not sure how quickly I'll get it. So we probably won't know who's exempt until probably Wednesday or Thursday of next week, and finals are on Friday. So just do all you can. If you know you haven't been absent more than 4 times in this class and advisory, make sure you've got everything turned in. Make sure your grade's at least 75%. Remember, you got to have a 75 or higher to be exempt. You got to have no missing assignments, no more than 4 absences in advisory, no more than 4 absences in here, or tardies. And no fees or fines, but we don't have fees in this class. It seems like I'm missing one other thing, but those are the big ones. No missing assignments. So yeah, look back and see if there's anything from earlier in the semester. I'll take it now. It's the end of the semester, and I want to give you a chance to get that turned in, so you have the opportunity to be exempt if you do not have too many absences racked up. So, and I got to say, compared to previous years, this class has done really well on getting things turned in. I mean, sometimes, some years at this point in the semester, I'll look and I'll have 10 students that are missing like 8, 10, 12 assignments. I do not have 10 students missing 8, 10, 12 assignments. So this class is staying on top of things a lot better than usual. We do have some students that need to get some things in, but it's not like there's 10 or 15 of you. So it's easier to focus on just the ones that have more than 1 or 2 missing assignments. But get them turned in. This is the week. Maybe you just need to get it turned in. Maybe you're saying, oh, I've already got too many absences, I have to take the final. Well, turn in just to get your grade higher, because you don't want the final to just drop your grade down lower than where you're at now or anything, because the final's testing you over the whole semester. And so we will be doing the final here in class next week on Friday. We will meet here in class. I'll give you the password to log on to the final. You'll do it in class on your Chromebook. I'll have GoGuardian running, so if you got any messages or questions, you can hit the chat and go Guardian. But that is next week on Friday for the final. So we're wrapping it up soon. So hope your week's been going well. Hope your weekend's nice. We got hopefully some nice weather that we can get out and enjoy when we're not trying to get all of our assignments turned in at the last second. So I'm a bachelor this week. My wife is in Arizona. She flew out yesterday morning at 6 a.m. Won't be back till Friday night. But she is at the International Science and Engineering Fair. There's a science fair with students from all over the world, and she is chaperoning that. We've got some students from BHS and from West that are at that science fair competing this week in Phoenix, Arizona. So my wife represents the science fair and is out there with them all week. Don't worry, I won't lose any weight. I'll go mooch up my daughter at her house if I need to. But no, I can feed myself. But I just may not be as organized this week. She keeps me in line. All right, we're still missing like 10 students, and it is 10:51. So okay, 9. But let's go ahead and take a look in Buzz to see what this week looks like. Algebra 2, third period. We go to the grade screen. This is where you can see if you're missing anything. If there's not a submitted date right here, that means you never submitted it. You can go down and check everywhere. If there's a 0 here and nothing here, now if there's a 0 here with a submitted date, that means you probably let AI do it and you didn't get any credit. When you turned it in, you just got no points for it. Oh, look, we are at the very end of the Unit 7. This week, we have the test. That's what's due this Sunday. Sequence and Series Test Part 1, Sequence and Series Test Part 2. Let's go back and look at that. Here's Part 1. Part 1, multiple choice. What's the 25th term of this arithmetic sequence? There's the first term and the 9th term. Just like we did back in the lesson 1 of this unit, 7.01. Given this arithmetic sequence, what's the domain? And we've talked about the domain many times in the last few weeks. New movies released each year for 14 years to go along with the popular book series. Each movie is 2 minutes longer than the last one. First movie, 70 minutes long. Find the total length of all 14 movies. Total length. So that's a series, not a sequence. And that's an arithmetic because it's 2 minutes longer. Each one's plus 2. What's the 7th term of a geometric sequence? Here's the first term of a geometric sequence in the common ratio. What is the domain? Let's see how many questions we got. Oh, here's a sequence modeled by a graph. Gives you the 2nd term, 3rd term, and 4th term. What's the sequence? There's another sequence. What's the average rate of change? If n equals 1, and it gives you the point at 1, and n equals 3, it gives you the point at 3. So what's the slope between those two lines? Oh, that's it. 9 questions. I don't even have 10 questions on there. I should have given at least 10 questions. All right, I gave 9 questions. 9 questions. And let's look at part 2. Part 2, I cut this down. This used to have 4 questions. I only gave 2 this year. 2 questions. But you do need to show your work. Seating arrangement for a concert. Each row must have 4 more seats. There's your common difference. First row tells you how many in the first row. Then you ask for row 20. So it's just sequences and series, just as word problems. How can you create a function and simplify it that combines this, which is the constant, and over here is the changing variable part of it. Combine them and simplify. Combine them. I chose 2 simpler. I think questions 3 and 4 were harder, but I cut those off. I've cut it down to just 2 questions now. So there you go. Show your work. Show your work. That's to your advantage. But that's all we got this week, guys. We have the test to wrap up the unit. Now, we will have class next week, and we'll talk about the final. We may even look at the final. I don't know. We might do that. But we'll meet next week for our final time before the final. And If there's any announcements that I got at the time, I may even have something fun to do. We'll see. But I won't keep you guys. I want you to get anything turned in you're missing. I want you to have some time to review and get ready for the final. And I want you to have time to work on this test this week. And I know you're piled up in a lot of your classes with the end of the year stuff. So I'm going to try not to bury you too much. Just a test, no lesson, and then I'll see you next week. I will be here on Wednesday if anyone needs help with anything, or if your grade's below 70%. So we'll see you guys.